First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
June begins, right?
That's right.
And man, I got to say the forecast did not disappoint. Friday was terrible. Saturday was terrible. Sunday was terrible.
There were some nice moments Saturday.
We did get a little sunshine on Saturday.
Glad they've got it right now.
But yesterday was beautiful. And I think we certainly needed that, right?
Yeah.
And we're straightening out here from here, right?
It does, yeah. It seems like some rather nice weather is on the way. How about the New York Mets?
5 in a row.
Pretty hot, and they're hitting the ball all of a sudden.
DeGrom's back, and Alonso's back, and they're hitting the ball. It's very good. The Yankees are struggling quite a bit here.
Well, it's early. It's early for us to collapse and for the Yankees to kick it in gear. So, any big happenings over the weekend with Memorial Day?
No, personally, we had my parents came over and my son for a little birthday get together on Saturday, but that was about it.
And yesterday really was perfect to do something outdoors, right?
Right.
Yeah, we actually did it Saturday, not yesterday. So I did actually some basement sorting as I prepare for the world's largest yard sale. Anybody got looking for some wrenches? Let me know.
And that is coming up. But we're 2 weekends away from that.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah,
the weekend after next. Yeah.
June 12th.
So as we head into the first weekend of June, we'll be looking at some much warmer weather. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to be complaining about the weather as the humidity begins to kick in. The word is we'll be looking at some temperatures in the upper 80s with very humid conditions. So we'll deal with that. That long hauler COVID, I think we feel it feels like the numbers continue to decline in New York State as we head into the summertime. You kind of get the feeling that maybe, is it possible we've reached some sort of herd immunity? We'll speak with Dr. Monaski this morning from the Falcon Clinic and their treatment of long hauler and COVID, and of course the research they've done on that in the last year. But we are in a major decline right now.
I spoke to somebody on Friday who had asked me about Dr. Chmielewski and the long hauler treatment. And so he had asked me about that previously in the week, and then I saw him again on Friday, and he had just come back from or had just been at the Falcon Clinic, and he didn't expect to get the treatment that morning, but he was, oh my God, I feel great. He was like energized. He was running around, and he said it worked.
What symptoms was he or she?
Lagging, low energy, tired all the time.
Yeah.
It was like a boost of energy for him.
Well, I feel like I've dealt with it, and I haven't done anything about it. That's I think the other symptom from it is procrastination, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
It's procrastinating and doing nothing about it.
I've had these COVID side effects for 27 years.
Yeah, they just seem to continue from the first COVID. It was left over from a century ago.
Listen, I keep saying I'll address it after 30 years. We're going to keep waiting on it.
A few stories from over the weekend. A drunken 19-year-old man broke into an Airbnb in Milwaukee. Did you see this story? Where 3 police officers were staying, the sheriff's deputies took it upon themselves to TikTok the bizarre experience for everyone to see. Here's a little audio.
Apparently a drunk dude crashed with us last night.
Matt finds this dude laying in a bed in our house.
Dude broke into the house in the middle of the night.
This silly guy found the one Airbnb in all of downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin, loaded with cops. He woke up in handcuffs.
What if that dude stumbled into a bed with a kid or my wife? I mean, it could have been a different morning, right? Lucky that there's dudes that actually know how to handle that.
A lot of dudes.
You know what I'm saying?
Drunk dude came in, dude, and he said if that dude was in another dude's man's wife bed, that dude would have been in trouble.
Yeah. Of all the places to pick, right? Of all the Airbnbs to break into.
I find it interesting, though. There's 3 cops and they're sleeping. The guy breaks into the house. They sleep right through it.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, I think.
And Andrew's right. The dude comments a little much for the police. I mean,
I agree,
we're on TikTok, so we have to refer to everybody as dude.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Got to kind of make sure that the younger population understands what we're saying. Virginia woman has taken her love for McDonald's to the next level. Taylor Gecking has collected over 100 pieces of McDonald's memorabilia and has even painted her walls the famous red and yellow. Do you collect them with your child?
Not like that.
Well, I understand that. But some of these actually have some real value to them.
The old ones, right?
The older ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of them actually are so rare that people pay big dollars for it.
Mm-hmm. How much does it say?
It doesn't give the value of her collection, but she has over 100 pieces of memorabilia. I think worse than the memorabilia is the fact that she's painted her rooms red and yellow.
Yeah, I can't imagine how much of a fanatic is she? Is she like?
Well, with 100, I don't think. I guess she's big, and then the painting makes her even bigger. But you're right. Some of the older pieces of Happy Meal toys have some real value. Los Angeles, a couple in Los Angeles, Crystal and Patrick Donahue. Remember how hard it was to be first-time parents, so they hid $1,000 in cash in diaper boxes and formula cans at Target stores to help parents out. Here they're talking about what they were doing.
When we had our first child after we recently got married, we struggled to make ends meet, just like most new parents, I think. We really wanted things a little easier, hopefully brighten their day, hopefully inspire others to kind of, spread joy and kindness. Raising two young children, it's really important for us to let our children know that, kindness matters and that you never know what somebody's going through.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very nice. The thing you'd worry about, though, is that somebody just rips open the package and the money falls back in and they throw it out. They don't even realize that it would be there because you wouldn't be looking for it. It's not like the Cracker Jack box where you go in and you're looking for the prize.
Right.
Yeah. Singer P.J. Thomas has died. He died on Saturday after a battle with lung cancer. He was 78 years old. You know what he was best known for? His big song.
Yes, Hooked on a Feeling, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
Yeah.
And just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
He also did Hey, Won't You Play, another Somebody Done Somebody Wrong song. Do you recall that title?
Hey, won't you play another Somebody Done Somebody Wrong song?
I've never heard that song.
I'm hooked on a feeling.
I've heard this one.
This is when Andrew's down in karaoke.
Oh, yeah. That you're in love with me.
As long as we got each other.
All right, enough of that.
He's also the host of the Time Life Classic Hits of the 70s special that runs every morning before us.
Does he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was.
Interesting.
I wonder what they're going to put on now.
He is no longer.
Yes.
Sorry, I should.
How do you pronounce the winner of the Indy 500?
Elio Castroneves?
Elio Castroneves.
I think so.
Or something like that. Has won his fourth Indy 500. Did so on Sunday. The other drivers, only other drivers to do that are Rick Mears, Al Unser Sr., and A.J. Foyt. Elio is also the Elio is also the fourth oldest winner in the history of the Indianapolis 500. I do have a little audio on it. I'll play a little audio.
Go ahead.
There's a four-time win on the line for Elio Castroneves. Look at the crowd. They know history's on the line. Welcome to the four-time club, Elio Castroneves. That is awesome.
Bring it on.
I love Indianapolis. You guys don't understand. The fans, they give me energy. I'm serious. They don't understand. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Man, I only did 2 races this year, and I won 2. I think I still got it, don't you think?
Okay. Very humble.
Yeah. Memorial Day weekend is a huge weekend for racing. They do the NASCAR. This is a big hit every Memorial Day weekend.
He was also quoted later to say, I want to thank nobody, just myself.
That's right. I did it all.
My
just
crew
want to
chief,
tell
they
you,
didn't
Elio.
do anything. They work for me.
Elio, you're the best.
What about this Celtics fan that threw the water bottle at Kyrie Irving?
I mean, this has got to stop. I don't know. This is becoming a theme.
He was arrested. This guy was arrested.
A Knicks fan dumped a beer on Trae Young, or tried to. He declined to press charges. Was it popcorn or beer? Because
this was in this case, this was water.
A Knicks. Let me see here. I've got it here. Because somebody threw a beer actually at the Knicks bench during Game 2. Someone tried to spit on Trae Young. That's what it was, and he declined to press charges. A fan also allegedly threw a beer at the Knicks bench during Game 2. So I don't understand why this is.
It's so exciting to have fans back in the stands, right?
Well, yeah, and again, this isn't routine. This wasn't routine before, but apparently, I don't know. Now we get too excited when we're at the games and we have to throw stuff at the athletes. Or spit on them, which is even better.
Here are the announcers talking about it. Brooklyn won the game, by the way, 141-126. They're up 3-1 in the series.
You know, unfortunately, we have seen issues around the NBA with fans crossing the line. Somebody tossed a water bottle, and it nearly hit Kyrie as he was walking to the tunnel. Obviously, completely unnecessary, and just flat out stupid.
Yeah, it's an absolute shame.
Fans got to grow up at some point. You coming to the game is not all about you as a fan. So have some respect for the game, have some respect for these human beings, and have some respect for yourself. Your mother wouldn't be proud of you throwing water bottles at basketball players or spitting on players or tossing popcorn. So grow up and enjoy the game. You know, it's bigger than you.
Was that Kevin Durant?
I believe so, yeah.
So I find it interesting, the description that he tossed it. Like, hey, Kyrie, you want this water? Here you go. He threw a bottle at him. He didn't toss it to him or toss it at him.
And was arrested.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire actress Lisa Jacob says Robin Williams opened up to her on the set of Mrs. Doubtfire about mental health and addiction, and even offered advice for her own anxiety. If you recall, she played the oldest daughter in Mrs. Doubtfire. Here she is out doing
Robin
interviews.
was everything that you would hope he would be, and he was very open and honest with me about his issues with anxiety and depression. I was able to share with him that anxiety was something that I struggled with, and he would talk to me about mental health issues in a way that 14-year-olds aren't usually used to adults being really open about those sorts of personal experiences with them. He was very insistent in making sure that I knew that substances were not going to help.
Okay. Today is National Say Something Nice Day. And you know, they say if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Mm-hmm. So I don't have anything to say. I have nothing nice to say. National Say Something Nice Day is today. It's also Happy Dare Day, which I think about daring people to help you celebrate. You know, like the Christmas story.
Yeah! I double dare you. Huh, are you kidding? Stick my tongue to that stupid pole, that's dumb. Oh, yeah? Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Triple dog dare you.
Oh, yeah!
And we all know how that one ended out. Didn't end well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, his tongue got stuck to the pole, right?
And a new survey shows that almost half of people feel deja vu sometimes, and 13% feel it a lot. 13% of people feel it a lot of times. I feel like I've been here before.
Yeah, it's like deja vu all over again.
Yeah, it's like every Monday morning on this radio show. Here we are again, except today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
And that's basically what's going on as we start off the week, the short week. There were some Memorial Day parades yesterday, not the number that there used to be. Many were still canceled because of COVID-19. Mm-hmm. But it's so funny because I was watching, and you know, we've been talked to about not saying Happy Memorial Day. Think of other ways because remember it's a somber day. Mm-hmm. And Chris Wallace was off on Fox News Sunday, and the host, the blonde there that filled in from Fox News, I can't remember her name.
It doesn't narrow it down.
Good
I know.
point. Good
Could
point.
be any of them. It wasn't
right.
Dana Perino, was it?
She was very beautiful and blonde. Does that narrow it down for you?
No.
Not at all.
Could
right?
be Dana
Slightly,
Perino, but it doesn't have to be
Anyway,
Dana Perino.
First thing she said was Happy Memorial Day on Fox, of all places. It's like,
I heard it a lot, too, but I just didn't.
It's not like the thing. It's not something you correct somebody over. No, it's what is the alternative? I don't know the alternative.
Have a memorable? Isn't that
have
what we
a
discussed?
memorable? I think that's what it was. Yeah, you may be right. But either way, it was a time to fly the flag and think about those people who have fallen in defense of the rights that we have every single day.
Have a memorable? I don't know if that's the best way to go.
Well, I'm just saying.
Do you remember that Memorial Day weekend back in 2021?
Apparently
Man,
not.
It was memorable.
Well, and I do think this one kind of was, right, as people really got together.
Yes.
You saw a lot of, and I guess I don't know where people have been because we've kind of been getting together for several months now.
A Memorial Day weekend for the history books.
It is.
That is
Bream,
an odd thing to say, son.
Who was it again?
Shannon Bream was the fill-in.
Shannon Bream. And you know what happens on that program? It was written into the script because they don't say anything. She's reading the teleprompter at that point.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, I got a break. 6:36. Andrew will give us a little update on the news here as we kick off the month of June.